TMNT universe is meant for adult collectors and Ninja Turtles fans. Hi, I'm Utramex, and Happy New Year, everyone. And since it is the end of the year, let's look back at things I love this year, things I love this decade, and things I'm sure I'm going to love in the future. So, let's get into it.
It's the number one source for Turtles fans, with reviews and news. TMNT Universe.
Get out of my way! No!
It's so not yesterday. It's the only way to play. Yes, we're here to stay.
How's it going? It's the end of another year, and I thought it'd be cool to list off 4 things that I thought were pretty awesome in 2019. Why 4 things? 4 turtles, of course. I'm also going to look back at the last decade of things that I thought were cool, and the possibility of the future. So, let's start with my favorite 4 things of 2019. Starting off this list is The Art of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by Ciro Nieli. This book is fantastic, with the look at how his design process works and deep dives into monster characters, backgrounds, patterns the CG artists use. It gives you a really in-depth look at the show. This is one of the best books involving the Turtles that has ever been published. If you don't have it, I suggest you go out and get it. Next up is the 1UP Arcade TMNT arcade machine. I have wanted a Turtles arcade machine my entire life. The fact that I can have a small version of it right here in my home makes me happy beyond belief. And the fact that it has both Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade and Turtles in Time, this thing is perfect. Keeping with video games, earlier this year we got probably the best Ninja Turtle game ever created, with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles RescuePalooza. This thing is amazing. The amount of detail, the Easter eggs, everything about this game shows that it was made by someone who really loves the Turtles. It's fun to kind of pick things out as you play the game, deep cut Easter eggs that just, I don't know, they hit that spot and I just want more. The only thing is I can only play this on the PC. I really wish there was a way to get it onto my 1UP arcade machine, or just play in my living room on the TV like I did when I was a kid. But this thing is so awesome. It was almost my number one favorite thing of 2019, but I had to hold that spot for something else. Of course, the number one favorite thing for me for this year was all the goodness that NECA Toys has been giving us. Between everything that they're doing with the movie figures, down to the cartoon figures, video game figures, and who knows what else they have planned, it has been non-stop awesomeness. I know the hunt for some of those figures, like Rocksteady and Bebop, has been a little bit of a pain, but they're worth waiting for, trust me. Absolutely love these things. I love that Randy always keeps us in the loop through Twitter about what's going on and little teases to what they're doing in the future. It's something I look forward to every week. So, absolutely favorite thing of the year, NECA Toys, Ninja Turtles. Those are my favorite things from 2019, but we're also at the end of a decade, so over the past 10 years, what else was awesome? To start off my favorites of the decade, we've got several movies. I'm not a big fan of the Ninja Battles, but there are things about the movies that I like. There's a lot of stuff I don't like, but there are a lot of things I do like. I like that the second movie maybe lent a little more toward the cartoon, considering in 1990 we got the best comic book movie ever. This was close. I think if the Turtles looked more like the Turtles we know, amped down the designs of all the characters like the Shredder, it would have been a much better movie. There are some big plot holes and leaps in judgment, but it's fun. Kids in my family enjoyed it, and, I can't lie, there are things I like about it too. But again, not my favorite. But we also got other movies like Batman vs. the TMNT, Blast from the Past. There was a lot in this decade that we got. And Again, something I love. And at the end of this decade, we saw the 35th anniversary of the TMNT. It's rare for any property to last that long, but with many iterations of the Turtles, be it movies, video games, cartoons, or comic books, it feels good to see the Turtles still have life in them. And it makes me excited to see what they have over the next 35 years. Just barely into the last decade, IDW took over publishing of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. At every step, the storytelling has been top-notch. They've taken old favorites and made them very threatening, given us new takes on classic characters, and introduced us to some new characters I would love to see more of in the future. So, one of my absolute favorite things of the last decade is IDW.
Booyakasha!
Sounds weird when he says it.
Sounds weird when you say it.
The 2012 version of Ninja Turtles by Nickelodeon has to be my favorite animated version of the Turtles. It combined a lot of ideas from the comics, a lot of cool touches from the original cartoon, and some new stuff. The personalities of the Turtles, the look of the show, the music, the theme song, the action, everything about this show was amazing. I really wish it hadn't ended so soon. I felt like there was a lot more they could do with the show, and there were a lot of characters that we never got to see. Some of my personal favorites, like Ray Fillet, or maybe even characters who never made it into any show ever, like Cuddly the Cowlick. I felt like there was a lot of potential. But at least we got it, and it is my favorite thing of the last decade. So we've taken a look at the past, but what about the future? Next up, we're going to talk about some things that I'm looking forward to in 2020 and beyond.
100 years in the future? And aliens live here, and cars fly, and crazy, huh?
I'm really looking forward to new Turtle media. There's rumors of a new movie in the works, possibly a live-action Netflix series, for sure a Netflix animated film. We're not sure if it's Rise of the TMNT, could be the 2012 TMNT, could be something completely new. But there's a lot of rumblings of some new projects going forward, and I am really excited to see what those are. I hope they learn some lessons about what the Turtle fans really want to see, and based on other movies being successful in the genre realm, like the Marvel films, for example, that maybe they'll stick true to the subject matter, whichever one they choose. So, cartoon, movie, TV show, I'm down for any of it. The next thing I'm dying to see in the future is what new toys are going to come to us. We've already had a lot from NECA, but there's some stuff on the horizon I'm crazy excited about. Everything from Super 7 right now has got me pumped, and I can't wait to see what the second wave of figures is going to be. Also the reaction figures, and who knows what else they're going to do. NECA has a lot of stuff coming out in the future, and they keep hinting that they're going to blow our minds at Toy Fair. There's also, third-party figures and who knows what else. So, all I know is that in 2020, at least, I'm going to be broke. But I'll also be happy. Something else awesome in the near future, Eastman and Laird are returning to work together to work on a new Ninja Turtle book for IDW called The Last Ronin. They said it's an Elseworlds title that takes place in the future that may or may not be canon. Let's hope it's awesome and that it does become canon, because getting something new from these guys would be great. It's been a while since these two have worked together. If you've seen the episode of The Toys That Made Us from Season 3 on Netflix, you'll understand why. So, it's a big deal that this is actually happening. Having the creators of the Turtles back at the artistic helm opens up an entire world of possibilities. Which brings us to the end, the unknown. The world has changed so much in the past decade, and we're moving into a new one. Media has changed, technology is changing at a crazy rate. Who knows what new thing the Turtles are going to be able to infiltrate in the future? I get excited just speculating about it. Well, those are my favorite things of the past, present, and future of all things Turtles. If you'd like to share yours, comment below. I'd love to read them. Well, that's all I have for today. Later, dudes.
Hey, is this the TV remote? I love the future! Now let's see what else is on!
Hey guys, if you liked the video, don't forget to kick that like button, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I upload every Turtle Tuesday, so you can always come back to see what's new. You can also check me out on various social media, links in the description. And as always, for all things Turtles, check TMNT Universe.